meet the starting lineup for visiting Fall. Number 7, Jillian Mumford. Number 8, Erin Nichols. Number 9, Anna Roberts. Number 12, Amelia Mitchell. And number 13, Ainsley Green. Head coach of the Fall is Dawn Lefty-Owens.
All right. Good afternoon, basketball fans, and welcome. Just sounds a little loud in my ears. Welcome to Maritime Athletic Profiles for today's coverage of MWBA action live from Mount St. Vincent University. It's the Halifax Hornets against the Port City Fog, and a quick start for the Fog as Ainsley Green gets a fast break layup off the tip, but just unable to fall. Hornets come in with a 1-4 record off a loss yesterday to the Fredericton Freeze, as Sam Minieri again showing off that good footwork in the post, and that's going to be a foul against Ainsley Green. She'll head to the line to shoot too. Should be an interesting matchup today, and I think you're seeing two of the bigger teams in the MWBA in terms of height, as the Hornets starting big today with Samantha Minieri, Sasha Dabb, Chloe Oxner, Melina Collins, and Neve O'Connell. As Minieri misses the first two free throws. Rebound tracked down by Emma Roberts. Roberts, the guard out of Bible Hill, Nova Scotia. Played this past season with the Mount Allison Mounties. Now Roberts looking down low, post touch. Working and laying it up and in is Erin Ingalls. The former UMB Red gets the Fog on the scoreboard with an early 2-0 lead. Both these teams looking to snap losing streaks. Fog have lost 2 in a row, including one yesterday to Lake City. As Sasha Dabbs 3 rims out, rebounded by Amelia Mitchell. Mitchell, one of just a few returning players this year for the Fog, as a lot of turnover for the team this season. And we have a foul against Sasha Dabb. It'll be a sideline inbound here for the Fog. Fog starting with Jillian Mumford, Emma Roberts, Amelia Mitchell. Erin Ingalls has some good ball movement, and that is Ainsley Green, the fifth starter, misses a 3. But laying it back up and in is Jillian Mumford. Mumford, a 6-foot forward out of Calgary, Alberta. One of, I think, 5 players who played last season with the Mount Allison Mounties. Mumford put up good numbers, over 9 points, 9 rebounds per game last year with Mount Allison. As here's Melina Collins driving middle, defended by Ingalls, battle of the number 8s. And Ingalls with a good defensive stand as Collins' layup rims out. Beautiful pass on the fast break. Mitchell comes up short on the layup and stolen away by Dabb on the offensive rebound. Saw it yesterday from the Hornets. They love to run and gun, and Melina Collins misses a 3. Neve O'Connell, shortest player on the court, corrals the offensive rebound. Skip to the corner for Collins. Working the 2-woman game with Chloe Oxner. And a good stand-up block there by Jillian Mumford. And the shot clock, I believe that's 1.3 on the shot clock, right? That's 1.3. It says 1.3. This shot clock has a decimal. Some confusion here. I've talked about it the last couple games. Mount St. Vincent, beautiful gym renovation. They got new shot clocks. The shot clocks have decimals, but it's kind of difficult to see. I do believe that's 1.3 on the shot clock. We're going 2 seconds on the shot clock. Nice little round up. Everybody's happy. Hey, if you have a play for 1.3, you've got to play for 2. And we'll see what play Carly Yepes and the Hornets have. Oxner, quick 3. Oh, my goodness. 1.3 or 2, it didn't matter. Chloe Oxner banks in a miracle three-pointer. And that's the excitement of the day for me so far. I mean, we're only 2.5 minutes in, so what a shot that was. Caitlin Power into the game now for the Hornets. Power over for Oxner. Now Collins on the left wing. Feeds it to Minieri, and a touch foul by Amelia Mitchell. As Jasmine Parent's going to check in momentarily for the Hornets. So I talked about a lot of height in this game, and you're seeing it. Both teams, big lineups. As here's Chloe Oxner. Can she do it again? She does. Back-to-back threes for Chloe Oxner, the former Mount St. Vincent Mystic. Off to a hot start here. Has her team up 6-4. As here is Emma Roberts. Not the actress. Feeding it down low to Mitchell. Looking to thread the needle for Ainsley Green, and it's stolen away by Melina Collins. Now Collins downhill to the left, fouled, and she'll head to the line to shoot 2. That foul will go against Ainsley Green. That's her second personal, and Evie Hargraves will check in now for the Fog. As will number 14, Danielle Alexander. Evie Hargraves made her debut with the Fog yesterday. She is a St. John native, having just finished her first season here in Halifax at St. Mary's University, where she was a U.S. All-Rookie Team selection. And Melina Collins knocks down a pair of free throws. Or, sorry, yes, she did. No, Collins just hit one. 7-5 is our score. Nope, she hit both. 8-5 is the score. As 3 there by Hargraves is off. Score is 8-4, actually. Yep. We had it right on the webcast the whole time. Don't worry about it. Neve O'Connell brings it up across half, pressured by Roberts. Now Parent on the post touch. Faces up. Short on the jumper. It will remain with the Hornets. 14 on the shot clock, 6:23 left in the first. O'Connell gets it in for Parent. She'll drive at Hargraves and lays it up and in with the left. Strong take there by Jasmine Parent, and the Hornets actually on a 10-0 run. They were down 4-0 early, but it's been all Hornets since, and they force another turnover here. As Port City will go back to their bench and bring in Mally Straker. Straker. 5'8" guard out of Yellowknife, Northwest Territories. Played this past season with the St. FX X-Women. Now Parent, post touch. Going back to work, faces up, misses the jumper. Rebounded by Straker, and here come the Fog. Over now for Ingles. She'll drive middle, cut off by Oxner. Still with it. Ingles step through, high off glass, rims out, and Melina Collins will push it up the left wing. Now Collins, cross court. Chloe Oxner's already made 2. Oh, that was halfway down. Oxner feeling it right now. And a long outlet pass gets through. Jillian Mumford on the fast break, lays it up and in for two. So that breaks the 10-0 Hornets run, cuts it to a 10-6 score. O'Connell had a good game yesterday with 8 points, and now working the pick and roll to perfection. Parent goes up with it. No good. It's going to remain with the Hornets with 9 on the shot clock as Jemiah Thomas will check in, replacing Oxner. Thomas, guard out of East Preston, Nova Scotia, redshirted last year with the Cape Breton Capers. Parent getting aggressive, going hard at her defender and laying it up and in. 4 points for Parent early here. Ingalls powers that one in, and some bad bounces here for the Fog. So they're getting good looks. Great pass there by Melina Collins, but Caitlin Power unable to hit the reverse. Ingalls now. Hargraves catches on the right wing. Hargraves, nice pass over the top. Unable to finish was Mumford. And Collins comes away with yet another defensive rebound. Good pass. O'Connell to Power. Fast break layup. And Fog coach Dom Laviolette wants a timeout to talk things over. Let's do sponsors first, if you've got them. The MWBA would like to thank founding league partner Royale. Royale is a proud supporter of the MWBA and proudly Atlantic Canadian. MWBA would also like to thank Cushman and Wakefield Atlantic, Atlantic Canada's leader in commercial real estate. Proline Stadium. Atlantic Proline Stadium is the only 100% legal sports betting destination in Atlantic Canada. As well, Support for Sport, proud to be a team partner of the Halifax Hornets. Since 2006, Support for Sport has raised over $50 million to help Nova Scotians get in the game. For more information, please visit supportforsport.ca. So, Hornets currently on a 14-2 run. They went down 4-0 early, but currently lead 14-6. Saw some great play from Neve O'Connell, Jasmine Parent, Melina Collins, and a few others. Hornets, for the second day in a row, are a bit shorthanded, missing their main point guard duo of Brianna Reardon and Amanda Piercy, although that's allowing extended minutes for Neve O'Connell for the second straight day. Lily Francois was the beneficiary of some absences yesterday and scored a career-high 20 points. But she is out today as Evie Hargraves hits the turnaround in the hoop and cuts it to a 6-point lead. Now Minieri getting deep position and is fouled. That foul will go against Erin Ingalls. That's her first personal. 4th team foul against the Fog. And we'll have a baseline inbound here. Maddie Hiscock also out for the Hornets. Hiscock took a bit of a fall yesterday. She is here, so good to see her out supporting her teammates. As Melina Collins is fouled, and we'll head to the line to shoot two. That foul against Mally Straker. Fog already in the penalty as Melina Collins hits that. Collins, 5'11" guard out of Halifax, played this past season with the Dow Tigers, averaging just under 9 points, 4 rebounds per game. I believe Collins is still leading the Hornets in scoring and rebounding. She was coming into yesterday's games. Taking a quick look here. Yeah, Collins still with 10.3 points, 8 rebounds per game, as there's a steal by Jemiah Thomas, and she is fouled. We'll head to the line to shoot two. And that's going to be the second personal against Straker. So foul trouble starting to plague the Fog. And the Hornets aggressive as always, but not currently capitalizing from the free throw line. Jemiah Thomas had a breakout game on Wednesday night against the Thunder. Only scored 5 points, but really took over the fourth quarter on both ends. And now Chloe Oxner will check back in with the Hornets leading 17-8. Hornets in a 3-2 zone. Power with her length at the top of the zone. Creates an interesting look, but they've got to get the defensive rebound and unable to do so there. Fresh 14 on the baseline for the Fog. Unable to get that pass in for Meg Ingles, but it will be another baseline inbound here. Good defense on the inbound. Hargraves looking to break down Manieri. Hargraves gets it over now to Mumford. Mumford up with it and hits over the shot blocker, Caitlin Power. Nice finish there by Jillian Mumford to cut the lead to 7. Oxner, triple, no. Jemiah Thomas tracks down the second chance. Back out to Oxner. This time she'll attack the closeout. Floats it up, no. Rebound batted around and handled by Evie Hargraves. And Hargraves will walk it across half. Hargraves goes right at Manieri and is fouled. And will head to the line to shoot two. First personal against Manieri, second team foul against the Hornets. Evie Hargraves, 6 foot forward out of St. John, New Brunswick. As mentioned, was an AUS all-rookie team member this past year with the Huskies. Scoring was the least impressive of her stats. She averaged 4.2 points, but almost 6 rebounds, over a steal, and almost a block per game. She is a real great defensive player and expected to take a big step up for Scott Monroe's St. Mary's Huskies next year with 7 graduating seniors. And there's so many St. Mary's Huskies in the league now this year. Hargraves playing against her Huskies teammate Caitlin Power, and another foul as Hargraves with a crafty layup attempt. Hit in the head by Sasha Dabb, and Hargraves back on the line to shoot two. You look at that St. Mary's Huskies team. AUS champions, three-peats. They have Caitlin Power, Evie Hargraves, Aaliyah Frazier, Aki Kobayashi, all playing in the league from this year's team, along with Courtney Donaldson and Alina McMillan from last year's team. So that's 8 Huskies from their last 2 AUS championship teams who are playing in the MWBA this season. Awesome to see. And that doesn't include Lauren Armstrong, who is tearing it up for the Lake City 56ers and will be committing to St. Mary's next year, or has committed to St. Mary's, will be suiting up for the Huskies in the fall. And Jasmine Parent on the line. Parent also a former St. Mary's Husky, played her first season of AUS eligibility all the way back in 2008 with the Huskies and was named an all-rookie team member. Went on to play for the Acadia Axewomen and won an AUS championship in 2012. And Parent makes both. Jemiah Thomas picks up the foul, trying to trap at midcourt. And with exactly 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter, the Hornets hold on to a 7-point lead, 19-12. Cross-court pass in for number 16, Clancy McIntyre. And actually that's Meg Ingles on the drive. I was just going to say McIntyre out of St. Max High School, originally committed to play with the St. FX X-Women, but has switched her commitment, sat out this past year, and will be suiting up for the UMB Reds and Coach Aaron McAleenan in Fredericton this upcoming fall. That pass too high for Amelia Mitchell. Stolen away by Parent. Great pass forward, and Caitlin Power gets another transition layup. Lead is back up to 9. McIntyre with it now. Has that pass swatted down by Power, and you can see the Hornets running. Thomas drops a dime, blocked from behind by Hargraves was Collins, but gets her own rebound again, lays it up and in, counted and one. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Great job by Melina Collins staying with it. 2 offensive rebounds and now a chance for a 3-point play as Hargraves picks up the personal. Hornets have shot a lot of free throws in this first quarter, and Melina Collins capitalizes on that one. So the lead is up to 12, 24-12. This has been an excellent quarter for the Hornets, scoring 24 points. Amelia Mitchell now blocked by Collins. Outlet for Oxner. 1 minute remaining in the first. Power is going to drive. Looking to thread the needle for Collins. Ingle has got a piece of it. It will remain with the Hornets as Neve O'Connell checks back in. And Coach Carly Yepes is going to call a timeout. Do you have some replays? Whatever you got. We do the sponsors once a quarter. As we take a look here at some replays, huge shout out to Maritime Athletic Profiles, a broadcast partner of the MWBA, bringing you all the action. And as always, we're live and interactive. Reach out in the YouTube comments. Drop a chat. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. Is a great pass there by Thomas to Caitlin Power. And then watch Power on the other end. Something she does so well, using her length to force a steal. And then I think this is when Melina Collins, great pass by Thomas. Collins blocked, gets her own rebound, misses, gets her own rebound again, and one. Great capture there by producer Tyler and the Maritime Athletic Profiles crew. Another busy day in Maritime Athletic Profiles world, I can only assume. Yesterday, I looked, there were 5 Maritime Athletic Profile streams going on yesterday. 3 MWBA games, the Halifax Hoopers, some lacrosse. And if you look at today's upcoming slate, I know there's another MWBA game as Chloe Oxner, her 3rd 3 of the first quarter. That one from 30 feet. And everything's coming up Hornets right now. Their lead is up to 15. Steal, Caitlin Power coming the other way and finishes. What a quarter for the Hornets. Hard to believe it took them a couple minutes to score. They were down 4-0 2 minutes into the game, but have exploded for 29 points since then. Meg Ingles. Little drop cross, shot clock down to 6. Collins bottling her up and forces the turnover. Can the Hornets get one more? 10 seconds remaining. Parent over for Collins. Float. Yes. What a quarter by the Halifax Hornets. 31 points. Unbelievable. An offensive explosion by the Hornets. Just looking back here, the Hornets' first score of the quarter came at the 7:44 mark on that crazy shot clock beating 3 by Chloe Oxner. And since then, the floodgates opened up. A 31-8 run over the last 7:44 of the first. And the Hornets take a 31-12 lead after the first quarter. Can I take a quick look at that? Thank you. Yeah, so looking here, a couple things. The Hornets are 8 of 11 from free throws. Melina Collins with 9 points. Chloe Oxner with 9. Caitlin Power with 6. Jasmine Parent with 6. What a quarter for those Hornets specifically. And then for the Fog, Jillian Mumford with 6. Evie Hargraves with 4. And Erin Ingalls with 2 to wrap up the Hornets scoring. But yeah, that's crazy. A 31-8 run over the final 7:44 of the quarter for the Hornets. Again, both these teams looking to bounce back after tough losses yesterday and snap losing streaks. And in the case of the Hornets, I mean, they kind of put the league on notice in game 1, defending the two-time champs Halifax Thunder. First regular season loss in league history for the Thunder. But then the Hornets hit a bit of a slide, losing 4 consecutive games, including a loss yesterday, 86-58 to the Fredericton Freeze. Meanwhile, Port City lost yesterday 84-59 to the Lake City 56ers. So both teams looking to snap back into the win column, and the Hornets with a tremendous first quarter, but they turned the ball over on the first possession of the second. Ingalls kicks it out to Amelia Mitchell. Now Green back to the top for Danielle Alexander. Kick out, Green for 3, short. Caitlin Power tracks down the rebound and feeds Neve O'Connell. O'Connell calling out instructions, gets it to Power on the wing. Now Collins. Great post entry for Jasmine Parent. Doesn't finish, but able to tap the ball to O'Connell for another offensive rebound. Oxner, open wing 3, doesn't hit. Oxner has already made 3 threes in this game. Now Alexander. Over to Roberts. Roberts loses her defender. Pull up no good. Chloe Oxner coming the other way with it. O'Connell. She'll settle into a 3. Short. Like the confidence by O'Connell. No hesitation on that attempt. And it will be Fog ball heading the other way. 8:46 remaining in the first half. Here's Emma Roberts. Roberts played this past season with the Mounties. 8 points, 5 rebounds, over 4 assists per game. Wow, deep 3 and the bank is open for Ainsley Green. Splashing that one from 30 feet and cutting it to a 16-point Hornets lead. Oxner now on the right wing looking for a cutting Power. Power turns around, no. Rebounded by Alexander. And she'll leave it for Mitchell. Now over for Ingalls. Stepping through the lane. Ingalls misses the layup. Rebounded by Oxner. And here is Collins. Ingalls switches on to Collins. Feeds it for Parent, and that's going to be another foul. I believe that's number 3 against Ainsley Green. As the Fog in some serious foul trouble. Evie Hargraves will check back in, replacing Green. And for the Hornets, Sasha Dabbs, Samantha Manieri, and Jemiah Thomas will all check in. And a 5-second inbounding violation against the Hornets. Hornets back in this. Actually, that's a different kind of zone. Looks like a 2-3. Hargraves 3. No. Manieri. Big box out for the rebound. Manieri now. Little dribble handoff and screen set. Oxner looking to feed it back for Manieri. Stolen away by Ingles. Loose ball. Pair of past and present UNB Reds and Ingles and Dab on the floor for that one. And it is the Fog who come away with it. And Alexander is fouled. She'll head to the line to shoot two. Danielle Alexander. 6-foot forward out of Woodstock, New Brunswick, and Woodstock High School. Played a couple seasons with the Mount Allison Mounties from 2022 to 2024. And has represented Basketball New Brunswick multiple times, including the 2022 Canada Games in Niagara, Ontario. Alexander in her second season with the Fog. I believe, did she only make one of those free throws? Or she made both. Okay, made both of those free throws. Cut the lead to 14. Collins on the back cut, no good. Mitchell with the rebound. And it's going to be Fog ball heading the other way. Fog chipping away a little. Quick 5-0 run to start this second quarter. Have it down to a 14-point deficit. Hargraves looking to attack baseline as it poked from behind by Jemiah Thomas. Jemiah Thomas has good active hands. She's forced a couple steals with pokes and deflections this week. As Sasha Dab scores off the entry pass from Thomas. And I'll say this about the Hornets. They've had a couple tough games in a row, but you can see the youth movement. I mean, Dab, Collins, Thomas, O'Connell, Lily Francois, who's not here today but had an outstanding game yesterday. All those players just finished their first year of university basketball. They're 18 or 19 years old, and they're getting aggressive and you know, finding success in this league, playing against players mostly older, you know, AUS, ACAA, All-Stars, All-Canadians, pros, as Emma Roberts hits the free throw. So, yeah, definitely a confidence booster for some of these young Hornets. As Roberts knocks down a pair from the line. 6:03 remaining in the second quarter. Oxner. We're going to get a foul away from the ball, and the foul trouble continues for the Fog. That's going to go against Amelia Mitchell. That's Mitchell's second. But, I mean, we've had 9 or 10 fouls against the Fog in this first half. Post touch for Manieri. Beautiful footwork and finish. Little pivot to the right, hand over the left shoulder over the shot blocker Hargraves. Now Hargraves. Good hesitation move. Collins gets a hand on it. It will remain with the Fog on the baseline. 13 on the shot clock. And Thomas comes away with another steal. Thomas goes up. Count it. Fired against Meg Ingles was a little low there to take the charge. And a good finish from Thomas. As, again, I've seen a lot of confidence from her in the past couple games. In all facets of the game, really. Distributing, driving, and defending. Power kicks to the corner, and Oxner was ready to catch and shoot it. Only problem was she had a foot out of bounds. Hit the three anyway. As Port City's going to call a timeout, and we can go back to sponsors now. Want to do sponsors again here? Yep. So once again, the MWBA would like to thank league founding partner Royale, a proud supporter of the MWBA and proudly Atlantic Canadian. As well, MWBA, as a National Health Solutions partner, MWBA is proud to help MWBA athletes achieve their hoop dreams. Cushman and Wakefield Atlantic, Atlantic Canada's leader in commercial real estate, and Proline Stadium, Atlantic Canada's only 100% sports betting destination, as well as Support for Sport. Proud to be a team partner of the Halifax Hornets. Since 2006, Support for Sport has raised over $50 million to help Nova Scotians get in the game. For more information, please visit supportforsport.ca. So, Dominic Laviolette, an assistant coach with the University of New Brunswick St. John Seawolves. I believe that's on the men's side. Yes, it is. In his first year as head coach with the Fog. And this Fog team, which just looks like 4 or 5 returning players from last year, but one of them, McKinley Bezanson, I don't believe is here with the team. They didn't have her scratched on the roster, but Bezanson, I don't think is here. She just finished up a stellar career with UNB, the Reds, and a 5-second inbounding violation forced there by the Hornets. So one for each team in this quarter. Fog are actually winning this quarter right now by a score of 7-6. O'Connell over to Dab. Dab spins, puts it up. No. Rebound tracked down by Meg Ingles. And some crafty dribbling to get out of the crowd. Cross half court now. Roberts gets it over to her Mount Allison teammate, Jillian Mumford. And Mumford hits the, I believe that, or sorry, that was Mally Straker who hit that shot. Long two. Power now. Gets to the right hand, unable to finish. Straker on the floor. Able to secure to the defensive rebound. Long outlet. Nice catch by Amelia Mitchell, but stripped on the way up by Melina Collins. And stolen back by Roberts. Roberts floats that up. No. Gets her own rebound. Straker for three. No. Power with the rebound. Power pushing. Still with it. Nice feed to Sasha Dabb, and she lays it up and in. Beautiful drive and dish there by Caitlin Power. And the Hornets lead back up to 18. Good quarter here for Sasha Dabb. And another turnover with Dabb, the on-ball defender, bottling up Mally Straker. As Erin Ingles will check back in for the Fog. Trailing by 18, 3:20 remaining in the quarter. Collins on the wing. Feeds the hot hand, Dabb. She'll kick it out. O'Connell for three. Off. Rebounded by Ingles. She'll push. Ingles feeds it through for Mitchell. Up with the left. No. Rebounded by Power. Outlets for Collins. Anna Parsons in for the Hornets. Former Dow Tiger. Now Dabb. Working on the block. Up with the right. Wow, Sasha Dabb showing off her post game. That's 6 points in this quarter for Dabb, and the lead is up to 20. I believe that's the largest lead of the game. Parsons and Dabb on the 2-on-1. Dabb lost it, but able to bat it back to Parsons. Crafty play by Sasha Dabb, and will give her the assist as Anna Parsons makes it a 22-point game. Ingles three, no. And we have a timeout here from the Hornets. Got some replays for us, producer Tyler? Yeah, show me what you got. Yeah, that was a cool play. I mean, so the Fog started this quarter on a little bit of a run. They cut the lead down to 15, but some great defensive plays. Melina Collins with the steal. Here's Caitlin Power leading the break. Drives 2 defenders and dishes it to Sasha Dabb. Dabb with 6 points this quarter alone. That is a tough turnaround over the left shoulder with the right hand. And here, Sasha Dabb not scoring on the 2-on-1. Look at this. She batted it up into the air, and then I don't know if that's what she meant to do, but it definitely worked out. And here, oh, nice, is that Jeff? Joel? Jeremy. Producer Jeremy took the charge on that one off Neve O'Connell. So great action there from Maritime Athletic Profiles and the gang. And take a look there inside of the Port City Fog huddle. Or that's the Hornets huddle. Coach Carly Yepes in her first year as Hornets head coach. Also a head coach of the Halifax Grammar School Griffins. Assistant coach with the Dow Tigers. Basketball operations manager at Basketball Nova Scotia. I believe she's coaching a provincial team as well. Carla just did some reffing. Obviously was a standout player at UPI and in the MWBA for the Thunder the last couple of years. What can't she do? Hornets' largest lead of the game, 22 points. It's going to remain Hornets ball, Fog ball, 3.7 on the shot clock. And they get it in for Mitchell. Quick catch and shoot. No. Sasha Dabb secures the rebound, gets it over to Anna Parsons. Now Nevaeh O'Connell will come claim the ball. O'Connell getting some great experience at point guard here. And a nice step through Sasha Dabb. This second quarter has been the Sasha Dabb show. 8 straight points for her. Lead is up to 24. Hargraves kicks it out. Straker. Jumper is off. O'Connell with the rebound. Lost it temporarily. Now doubled in the backcourt. O'Connell, that's going to be an 8-second violation. Some crafty dribbling to escape the trap, but didn't have time, and it's going to be Fog ball with 39 seconds remaining in the quarter. Caitlin Power with a steal, and Power coming the other way for the finish. Caitlin Power having herself a game, and lead is back up 47-21. We're going to have a foul on an illegal screen against the Fog. Call goes against Jillian Mumford. It's her first personal. As Chloe Oxner will check back in for the Hornets. Here's O'Connell. Around the Dabb screen. Power on the drive, lays it up, no. And turnover there. All right, so after 20 minutes of play, the Halifax Hornets with a 47-21 lead. Hornets outscored the Fog 16-9 in that quarter. We're going to be back in a little bit with some halftime interviews. You're watching live coverage of MWBA action right here on Maritime Athletic Profiles. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to live coverage of the MWBA, joined now by Halifax Hornets guard Nevaeh O'Connell. Nevaeh, first and foremost, I let you have a little bit of time before this interview because you played nearly that whole first half. Team's missing two kind of more experienced point guards, but what can you say about your play? First and foremost, your team's play in the first half and the opportunity for you to play more minutes.
Yeah, I think we have a really competitive bunch, and the fact that we're missing a couple of our, teammates for various reasons, I think it's upsetting because we do play so well and our practices are so fun. It's a great group of girls, but I think it's an occasion for everybody to step up, and at some point in everybody's career you have to do it. So this is really good practice, and especially for me personally, losing really 4 big players of our team from being seniors, it's a good opportunity to work on stepping up to this occasion. So, yeah.
And I want to ask you about that as well. You just finished your first season at Cape Breton University, heading back there for year 2.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your decision to play in this league this summer and what experiences you're hoping to take forward and, maybe an area of your game you're looking to improve heading into year 2.
Yeah. So the MWBA is a really competitive league, and I think it's a great opportunity to have during the off season. And they always say you're never in game shape unless you play games. So I guess this is a good opportunity, and there's a lot of people I can learn from, whether being on my team or Carla and the coaching staff. So it's just a really good opportunity to grow my game during the off season.
And talking about those teammates, you've got kind of an interesting mix of teammates. You've got 2 of your Cape Breton teammates that were also first years last year, but also 2 other players you played high school basketball at Armbray Academy. So tell me a little bit about what it's like reuniting with some of those teammates and continuing to grow your basketball journeys together.
Yeah, I think Jasmine specifically can say that she's dreamed to this day. From the moment she's coached us, she's always I can't wait to play with you guys. And the fact that we get to play with her and her level of knowledge and experience is really special. And I think to get back in with my girls, especially Sasha, it's really important and really fun.
Awesome. So decent sized lead right now, but it's been a couple weeks since the Hornets have been in the win books. What's one thing you've got to do to hold on to this win and take this momentum forward?
Yeah, I think we just understand job's not done. People can come out of the half on a run, and I think we just need to keep with our intensity, keep pushing the ball, keep with our pressure, and honestly just play our game and not let anything get in our head. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Nevaeh. Great first half, and good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with a player from the Fog in the second half. Thank you so much. Back now with Amelia Mitchell of the Port City Fog. Amelia, a bit of a tough first half. What's one thing you talked about in the locker room and you're looking to improve in this second half?
Yeah, it's definitely not staying down each other. If we make a mistake, we got to get back on defense, stop the ball, and get it back.
You're one of the veterans of this Port City team, having played in this league for a couple of years, and I think you have a bunch of Mount Allison teammates with you now. What's it like playing with them and having them in this league?
Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. This is my 4th year back, and it's just so exciting to bring new people in, new talent. It's my dream.
Awesome. Thank you, Amelia. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with the second half of MWBA action.
Thanks, guys.
Great. Thank you. And welcome back. Live coverage of Maritime Women's Basketball Association action on Maritime Athletic Profiles YouTube. Alan April here. The Halifax Hornets with a big-time first half lead the Port City Fog 47-21. Thank you to Neve O'Connell and Amelia Mitchell on their halftime interviews. Awesome to hear from both of them. And yeah, we'll see if the Hornets can continue that first quarter momentum. It was a big offensive first quarter, and I have some stats leaders. Melina Collins led the way with 11 points, Chloe Oxner with 9, Caitlin Power and Sasha Dabb each with 8, and Jemiah Thomas with 6. Jasmine Parent with 6, Jemiah Thomas with 3, and Anna Parsons with 2 to round out the Hornets scoring. As Neve O'Connell misses a 3, Collins is going to have to get something up. Does! Wow, Melina Collins beats the buzzer with a long floater. But coming back the other way, Amelia Mitchell doesn't get the transition layup to drop. Collins, 13 points now, nearly 15 as she found some space, split the defense for a layup, just put it too strong. Now Erin Ingalls gets downhill. Ingalls will remain Fog ball on the baseline. And Mitchell is fouled, and she'll head to the line to shoot 2. Amelia Mitchell, 5'11" forward out of Rothsay, New Brunswick, and St. Max Memorial High. Mitchell this past season was an ACAA All-Star, leading the Mystics with 13.2 points. Leading the Mounties, Mount Allison Mounties with 13.2 points and over 8 rebounds per game. In her 4th year now with the Fog. And coming into this weekend's action, she was 4th all-time in Fog scoring history behind Kaylee Kilpatrick, Rachel Farwell, and Courtney Thompson. We saw Thompson yesterday, now playing with the Fredericton Freeze and her Dal University teammate Robbie Daly. Oh, and another finish there. That was Jillian Mumford off a nice feed from Emma Roberts, and Mumford now on the line for a chance at a 3-point play. And she connects. Quick little 5-2, I believe. Or maybe only 4-2 run. And O'Connell called on the travel. So we'll see if the Fog can continue to chip away at this Hornets lead. Hornets back in their 2-3 zone. And knocking down the triple, Emma Roberts connects. Big time shot there by Roberts. And it's down to a 21-point lead. This is a 7-0 run for the Fog as O'Connell misses the 3, but Minieri tracks down the offensive rebound. Now drops it off for Dabb, and she'll power it up and in. 10 points now for Sasha Dabb. And a foul on the catch against Melina Collins. As Caitlin Power and Jasmine Parent will check back in for the Hornets. I kind of hadn't realized that connection. Jasmine Parent had coached, or been an assistant coach at least, for Armbray Academy, where Neve O'Connell, Sasha Dabb, and Lily Francois all played. As Roberts just hit one, too strong on that one, and Collins tracks down the defensive rebound. Power lost it, stolen away by Mumford. Mumford will cross half. Out now for Ingalls. And that's going to be a foul against Neve O'Connell. And after the Fog found themselves in foul trouble throughout much of the first half, right now the Hornets with 4 quick team fouls in the first 2.5 minutes of the quarter. That bodes well for Fog comeback efforts. Ingles, defended by Parent. Ingles puts it on the deck. Now kicks. Mumford for 3. No. Collins tracks down the rebound. Here comes Melina Collins. Wide open in the corner, Chloe Oxner. Misses that, but Jasmine Parent on the offensive glass. It's tied up. Possession arrow hasn't gotten too much work today. Not nearly as much as yesterday. As Jemiah Thomas will check back in for the Hornets. 51-28 our score, 7:03 remaining in the third quarter. Cross court, 3 is short from Ainsley Green. And a tie up. Well, I jinxed it. I said that possession arrow didn't get too much work in the first half, but back-to-back plays. And the Hornets take over. Thomas. Over for Power. Back for Thomas on the right side. Now she'll drive baseline. Nice feed for Jasmine Parent. And again, the creativity and vision on the drive from Jemiah Thomas has been on display this week. And Thomas with a deflection, leading to a Power steal. But Power throws that one, well, not quite away as Oxner recovers. Now Thomas. Over for Collins. She'll put up a 3. Halfway down, rims out. Good box out by Ingles. And here come the Fog. Post touch for Mitchell. Puts it up with the right. No. Collins secures the defensive rebound. Melina Collins continues to clean the glass. Was the leading rebounder for the Hornets coming into today's action, and I don't think that's changed much. Ingles feeds Mitchell. Blocked by Thomas. No. Probably the right call. Mitchell had a size advantage there. Thomas did her best, but got some body. Both players crashed to the floor, and it's going to be Aaron Ingles on the line to shoot 2. Aaron Ingles played with the UMB Reds from 2021 to 2024. In her senior season with the Reds, Ingles averaged just under 11 points per game. Ingles in her 3rd year with the Fog, although hasn't played many games. She's 15 games over 3 seasons with the team. As Danielle Alexander checks back in for Port City. And here is Mally Straker. Mumford. It's deflected out of bounds by Oxner. Will remain Fog ball on the sideline inbounds, 11 on the shot clock. Straker. Back for Mumford. Alexander. Shot clock is down to 4, and Port City doesn't know it. Oh, they're going to get a shot off. Ingles 3, short. Power with the rebound. Parent gets it ahead for Collins. She'll kick to the wing. Good ball movement. Parent. Great ball movement from the Hornets here. Everybody getting a touch. Thomas's baseline jumper, no. Parent on the follow. Too strong. Straker. And Mumford for three, no. Rebounded by Thomas. Parent on the block. Blocked by Ingles. Now Ingles gets it back, goes hard to the hoop, and is fouled, and she'll head to the line to shoot two. First personal against Caitlin Power, rather, but Port City are in the bonus as Ingles will shoot two. Ingles misses both. Power with the rebound. Here come the Hornets. Collins across half. Good ball movement around the horn. Now Thomas fakes, spins, what a take, and is fouled. Jemiah Thomas will head to the line to shoot two. Let's take another look at this. Thomas, aggressive, nice spin into the lane, and had a good chance at the and one. Can't get the layup to drop, but will shoot two from the line. Jemiah Thomas, young guard out of East Preston, Nova Scotia, and Auburn Drive High. Redshirted last year with the Cape Breton Capers. Try to get this right today. Terry Thomas is her cousin. Gentry Thomas is her uncle. Comes from a serious basketball family. If you're not familiar, both those guys, former pros, maybe still current pros. As a tough drive and finish with the left hand. That was Mally Straker on the drive, and the Hornets take timeout. Yeah, let's do the sponsors here momentarily. Yep. Once again, the MWBA would like to thank league founding partner Royale, a proud supporter of the MWBA and proudly Atlantic Canadian. As well, Cushman Wakefield Atlantic, Atlantic Canada's leader in commercial real estate, and Proline Stadium, the only 100% legal sports betting destination in Atlantic Canada, proud to support this incredible league and its athletes right here at home. All right, nothing going in the YouTube live comments. Again, let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. If you have any shout-outs for any players or coaches or fans who may be watching. Looking at the out-of-town schedule, 3 games today in the MWBA. Obviously this one. Moncton and Miramichi are playing a rematch. The Hurricanes defeated the Mystics 94-50 yesterday in Moncton. They're playing again today in Miramichi. And then at 3 o'clock, Fredericton visits Lake City 56ers, a battle of two of the top teams in the league. Lake City at 6-1, Fredericton at 4-2. That is 3 p.m. at Cole Harbour High. You can watch all that action live right here on Maritime Athletic Profiles YouTube page. Good post entry by Thomas, and Samantha Minieri puts it up and in, pushing the lead back up to 25. Power with a steal. And another fast break layup. That's got to be her 4th fast break layup off a steal of this game. Straker now. And nearly another turnover forced. So the Fog had cut it down to a 21-point deficit earlier in this quarter, but the Hornets continue to turn defense into offense, and their lead is back up to 27. Baseline inbound here, 15 on the shot clock. They get it in for Straker. Tough finish over the shot blocker Power. Parsons now on the left wing, defended by Evie Hargraves into the game for the Fog. Thomas driving, floating, doesn't hit. Clancy McIntyre comes away with the rebound. McIntyre, no one with her, pull up, off right. Manieri with the rebound, and here come the Hornets. Power. A little high on that one for Anna Parsons. Caitlin saying, I would have caught that. Nice pass. Tough finish there from Roberts, unable to get the reverse to go. Power now, out for Thomas. Thomas fakes the pass, now makes the pass. Manieri working on the block against Hargraves. Clancy McIntyre brings the help side block. Thomas to beat the shot clock. No. Rebounded by Hargraves. Hargraves dribbling with her head up, leaves it now for Alexander. Straker faked off the line, gets it to Alexander, blocked by Power. 2-on-1, Power threads the needle this time. Parsons can't handle it, but it is last touched by the Fog. And Hornets going to run the triple stack baseline inbound play here, as Amelia Mitchell checks back in for the Fog. Wow, nice play, the triple stack. Manieri misses the layup, and Parsons called for the travel on the perimeter. One minute remaining in the third quarter. Roberts gets it over to Straker. Tough finish. Left hand extendo off the wrong foot. It's a really nice finish there by Mally Straker for two. Parsons, top of the arc. Former Dalhousie Tiger gets it to a current Dalhousie Tiger, and Sammy Manieri puts that up and in for two. Roberts over now for Mitchell. Mitchell will drive, loses it. And we're going to get a baseline inbound here for the Fog. McIntyre, top of the key for Straker. Kicks to the corner. Roberts for three, no. Parsons gathers the rebound, and that will do it for the third quarter. The Fog actually won that quarter 13-12, but trail by 25 points. So we have a message here from Gary Mumford saying, "Let's go Fog. Thanks for great coverage of the MWBA." Thanks for watching, Mr. Mumford. You got any highlights for us, producer Tyler? Let's take a look here at some third quarter highlights. There was a steal and score by Caitlin Power, something she does so well, did as a St. Mary's Husky and continues to do here as a Halifax Hornet. I believe Caitlin now also working full-time with Basketball Nova Scotia. Nice little baseline inbound play to Mally Straker for the layup for the Fog. And good block. I believe that was Clancy McIntyre on the help side. This tough finish. Oh, wait. Oh, that was another block by Caitlin Power. She's really putting. But that really tough finish. Mally Straker with the left hand off the wrong foot. This pass snuck through to Sammy Minieri, who floats it up and in. And that's it for third quarter highlights. Hornets lead by 25 here. Talked a little bit about it, but the Hornets missing some key players. Brianna Reardon, Amanda Piercy, Lily Francois, and Maddie Hiscock not in uniform today for Halifax. Meanwhile, for Port City, they don't have Madeline Keene and Maddie Gretorex, but also missing, I do believe, McKinley Bezanson. As here comes Straker. Over now for Mitchell. Ingles. Around the Mitchell screen. Back up top for McIntyre. Deflected out of bounds by the Hornets' Anna Parsons. Now Roberts, tough. Good finish with the right hand. Oxner, Power. Top of the key, Parsons for three. No. Rebounded by McIntyre. And Roberts pushes up the right wing. Now McIntyre over for Straker. McIntyre sets a good screen. McIntyre on the catch. Definitely hit on the back. Officials missed one there. Parsons. No call for no call. And it's going to be Fog ball heading the other way. 8:40 remaining in the fourth quarter. Jasmine Parent and Neve O'Connell will check back in for the Hornets. Jillian Mumford checks back in for the Fog. Chloe Oxner gets it in for Neve O'Connell. Jasmine Parent, Caitlin Power, and Anna Parsons also out there for the Hornets. Parsons for three, no. Rebounded by Ingles. Nice cut there by Roberts. Layup, no. And it's going to be Hornets ball heading the other way. Just under 8 minutes remaining in regulation time. Parsons. Over now for O'Connell. Shot clock down to 8. Oxner. Power brings the screen. Shot clock down to 2. Parent to beat the buzzer. No. Gets her own. No, she did not. Rebound was stripped away by Roberts, and she'll push. Roberts Lots of contact, no whistle either way. Officials letting them play in this fourth quarter. Caitlin Powers showing awesome handles in the backcourt. Gets it to Parsons. Now O'Connell. Over for Oxner. Parent. Batted back to O'Connell, spinning, blocked by Straker. And here's Roberts up the left wing. Feeds Straker on the baseline. She'll drive baseline. Ingles for three. No. Neither team has gotten much to go in this fourth quarter. The score is 2-0 Fog in this quarter, and we're 3.5 minutes in. Power. Cross court now for Oxner. Back for Power. Parent tripped up and fouled. As Melina Collins will check in. O'Connell. Oxner on the catch. O'Connell, catch and shoot three. Oh, good look on that one. But the drought continues for both these teams, really. Still just 2 points scored in this quarter. It was from Roberts, but that time looking to pass and not on the same page with Mumford. We've only had 2 points this quarter. At a certain point, if you're not scoring the basketball, I'm running out of things to talk about. This would be a great time for some more YouTube live chat comments. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Tell me what you're having for your Sunday dinner. Power feeds Parent. Stolen. Roberts. I'm going to go crazy when somebody scores. Around the horn, Ingles. Post touch for Mumford. Out of the double team. Straker for three. No good. O'Connell with the rebound. Tied up by Mumford. No, it's actually going to be a foul, I believe, against Mumford. And we got a timeout from the Hornets so we can talk about all these shots we're missing. Dare I ask for highlights? Show me what you got, producer Tyler. Nobody said it was easy. All right. Yeah, so these are the third quarter. If you're seeing baskets, it's likely the third quarter. But this was Straker kicking it out. Oh, Power with the block. Caitlin Power doing a lot defensively. But this time, Straker, great drive. Check this out. Left hand extendo off the left foot. Got a nice little roll. And here this pass sneaks through for Sammy Minieri for two. And that was the last points the Hornets scored. These are the last points the Fog scored. It was Emma Roberts sticking with it and laying that up with the right hand. There you go. Hey, never in doubt. Even when nobody's scoring, the crew from Maritime Athletic Profiles makes you look good. Awesome defense on both sides. Totally, Andrea. I don't mean to disparage the offense. That is what's happening. Great defense being played on both sides. Physicality. I mean, we've seen the Hornets. Look, they're looking to speed things up, play fast, pressure, throw a lot of different defensive looks at you. It's a tough team to play against. They make you work for every basket. And there, another good defensive play as block shot by Meg Ingles. Now kick to the corner, three ball. Knocking it down is Ainsley Green and cuts it to a 20-point game. Fog outscoring the Hornets 5-0 in this fourth quarter. Power, free throw line, gets it in for Parent, and she lays it up in. An offensive explosion here over the last couple possessions. Jasmine Parent, who is at least tied for the all-time most games played in MWBA history, and another steal and score by Caitlin Power. And just like that, the lead is back up to 24 for the Hornets. It was only a matter of time before these offenses got back into gear. Just kind of laughing about a long drought to begin the fourth quarter. As facing up and hitting is Jillian Mumford. Nice little turnaround 10-footer. Back down to a 22-point Hornets lead. O'Connell steps through the lane. Can't get that to go with the left. And it's going to be foul ball as Anna Parsons checks back in. And look, let's give some credit to the Fog as well. The Fog are winning this second half currently. Fog were down 47-21 in the second half, trailed by as many as 28 points, but they have it down to 23. Fog have outscored the Hornets 20-16 since halftime. O'Connell now. Out of the horn set around the power ball screen as Mitchell swing onto her. Now Power attacks from the free throw line. Great pass, and Jasmine Perrin lays it up and in. Beautiful drive and dish there by Power, and big pop from the crowd here. They love that. Jasmine Parent now in double-figure points. I think she's got 11 or 12. I don't know. Maybe a block shot there. We can take another look. As Danielle Alexander checks back in for the Fog. Jasmine Parent coming into this weekend's action was 4th all-time in MWBA scoring. As that three ball by Ainsley Green is off. Parsons off from the wing. Deep three, no good for O'Connell. O'Connell, top of the arc. Power, turn around in the post. Doesn't get it, but Anna Parsons on the follow puts it up and in for two. It was actually Anna Parsons on the follow, but that's okay. Now, little spin in the lane by Emma Roberts is no good. Collins feeds it down low, and Parent puts it up and in. And that matches the largest lead of the night. That's a quick 8-0 run for the Hornets. Under 2 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. Meg Ingles on the left wing. Alexander. Good idea, looking to thread the needle for Mumford. As Clancy McIntyre and Mally Straker check back in. Those two would have spent this past season with St. FX, although as mentioned, Clancy McIntyre, who just hit that layup, transferring to UMB, where I expect she'll be a good player. You know, Clancy McIntyre was highly recruited coming out of high school. Caitlin Power hits the 12-footer. And if you know anything about KP, she loves hitting jump shots. She's had a big game here. And a bad screen against Danielle Alexander. O'Connell. Kicks it to the other side for Parsons. Now Power. Cross court for O'Connell. Pull up? No. Foul is going to go against Clancy McIntyre. Or sorry, it's going to go against Neve O'Connell. McIntyre is the one who got fouled. .40 seconds remaining. Hornets are going to snap a 4-game losing streak and improve to 2-4, while the Fog will drop to 1-4. Parent down low, unable to finish. Parsons on the follow, no good. The Hornets will be back on home court on Wednesday night, hosting the Halifax Thunder at 7 p.m. That's deja vu. I swear we did the same thing this Wednesday night, but that's okay. Hornets with a busy home stretch, 4 games at home in a week. And, yeah, because the gym bleachers that you can see here looking good are newly renovated. Okay, so the Hornets win by a final score of 71-43. Hornets improved to 2-4 on the season. The Fog dropped to 1-4. Both teams will be in action on Wednesday night at home. The Hornets will host the Halifax Thunder 7 p.m. here at Mount St. Vincent. The Fog will be back in action at, actually not at home, at Crandall University on Wednesday, May 28th, as they visit the Moncton Mystics. All right, we're going to be back here shortly with a post-game interview for myself, Alan April, producer Tyler, and the whole team from Maritime Athletic Profiles. Thanks so much for watching live coverage of MWBA action right here on Maritime Athletic Profiles. Don't go too far. We'll be right back with an interview with our player of the game. Holding a good Fog team to 41 points. What can you say about your team's effort, especially on the defensive end today?
Yeah, I think we were just super quick. Sorry, I can hear myself.
All good. Oh, you can hear yourself? Yeah. Okay, she has echo.
Can I just hold it?
Yeah, you can hold it.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, what's
Are
the
we
question
are we
again?
live? All right, welcome back. We're doing this again. We had some technical difficulties here with Caitlin Power of the Halifax Hornets. We'll do the same joke off the top. You scored 14 points today. When was the last time you had 14 in a game?
A while ago. I want to say like literally junior mini, but I don't know. It was a while ago, more than 6 years ago, but it felt good.
But obviously, you make your biggest impacts on the defensive end of the court. So many steals and blocks today, holding the Fog to just 41 points. What can you say about your team's effort on the defensive end?
Yeah, I think our issue with the past 2 games was literally our defense, and defense translates to offense, as we could see today, holding them at 41, I think. Yeah, just communication, being quick. We were switching screens, and I think just like being all over them really had them frazzled, and just working as a team.
All right, and it appears, after a strong start to the season with a win over the Thunder, bit of a rough stretch there, losing 4 in a row, but how important is this win heading into another game on Wednesday night against the Thunder and kind of the stretch run of the season before playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, I think we were a bit down in the past 2 or 4 games, but I think this will get us to work better together, and I think Thunder will see a different team on Wednesday, so I'm excited for that. Well, I won't be here, but I'm excited to see that.
Okay, I just want to ask a little bit about some of the first years, like literally first-year university athletes on this team. I think this past week they stepped up huge. Nevaeh, Lily not here today, but Sasha and Sammy. Tell me a little bit about what you think of them and how much their game has grown in the couple weeks you've known them.
Yeah, I mean, I think I just love seeing them get a chance because I know with AUS sometimes the minutes are cut a bit short. I saw that in my first, second, and third year. So just seeing them be able to play with freedom and enjoy themselves out there, they've really thrived, and I can't wait to see where it goes for their AUS season coming up.
Awesome. Anything else? Any shout-outs?
Shout out my mom again, grandmother watching, and dad. Anyone else watching that knows me, thanks for watching.
Cool. All right, great job today, Caitlin. 14 points, big dub.
Yep.
And the Hornets, without Caitlin, I guess, will be back in action on Wednesday night as they host the Halifax Thunder right here, 7 p.m. at Mount St. Vincent. For myself and the team from Maritime Athletic Profiles, thanks for watching live coverage of the MWBA. We'll see you next time. Oh, yeah. Great job. Thank you.